I'm Andrew Phillips and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the drum belt on a Frigidaire clothes dryer. And this is pretty much what the belt looks like here. This machine is part of the Crown series. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, the first thing you're always going to want to do is go ahead and unplug it so that way there's no power connected. Unplug that there. Set the plug over here. And then let's go ahead and get this off. Okay, when looking here at the dryer, right along this gap right here, there's actually two little spring clips. And let's see if I can get here close enough to show you what they look like. There is one right. Here's the clip right here. There's one down here also at the other side, which is right about here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a flathead screwdriver and pop those out. So you take the flathead screwdriver and go right on that spring clip and give it a little hit. Okay, let's go ahead and lift it up. All right, and then just let this slide back. Like that. All right, and now we can look in here at the drum, we can look at the belt and inspect everything there. And then we're also gonna have to take the front off, and there's two Phillips screws to do that. We can take that off as well. This is the drum, and then here is your drum belt. A lot of times, easy way to tell if that goes is if basically you turn on the dryer, everything works, but it's not spinning. Here the drum looks, here the belt looks fine. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little pull, and well, here you go. This is coming right up, and there you have it. The belt is broken, and that's what we're actually going to be replacing. So let's go ahead and get the front off so we can put the new belt on. Okay. Looking down at the drum and then turning here on the inside wall right here, this is the front panel. It's secured on by two of these are square head screws, and I'll get a close-up of that, but basically what you're going to use is a size 2 bit to remove those. All right, and there's a close-up of the screw, and like I said, there's one on each side that needs to be removed. With this now unscrewed, we can pop this off. Just give it a nice little pull, lifting it a little bit. Okay, there we go. And you want to be careful because there's a micro switch connected here on the inside of the door that I'll show you. You don't want to pull that wire off, so we're going to have to disconnect that. There's the micro switch inside the door. And while we have this off, there's a lot of lint and stuff from clothes over the years that's caked up in here that needs to be cleaned out, that kind of got around inside the seal. But we're going to go ahead and remove this the connections of this micro switch so we can take this whole panel completely off. Okay, here's the switch that's been disconnected, but as I took the door off, I'm looking here and look at all of this lint and debris that had been caked up in here over the years, because normally from here it goes up to the filter, which is here where you clean it. Well, that's getting cleaned, but this is all just residue that got caked up inside the machine. So while we're here, we're going to clean all that out. That is definitely not a good thing to be having going on in here. So we're going to clean all that out, and then we'll go ahead and put the new belt on. Everything has been cleaned out as good as I can get it here. And then here's the door. This right here, we're going to go ahead and secure that back because that needs to be a seal here to go around that. But you can see the actual this outlet here has been cleaned out as best as I could without actually wiping it down, but we'll detail that a little bit later. But what I do want to do, because normally you can mount the belt here through the front, and you can kind of see the pulley, maybe not, but there's a back panel there along the back wall. We're going to pull this out, take the panel off, because after seeing all this debris in here, I want to clean it out thoroughly, and that'll also give us better access to the pulley And since I got to clean it anyway, we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and pull that out, and then we'll continue on from the back side. All right, we're here in the back of the machine now, and here is the back panel vent. Right here, it's held on by 2 of those square head S2 screws. So we're going to go ahead and remove those. We can open this up, clean the rest of it out, and then feed the belt around the pulley from the back here. Okay, I went ahead and cleaned off most of the stuff off this vent here, so that way it can breathe properly. Cleaned off back here, and well, we're taking these screw heads. Okay, removing these screws. Screws are off. Vent has been cleaned. There we go. And then now you can see in here, here's the pulley system. Okay, what you have here, this is the motor pulley right here, and then this is your idler right here, and that basically will pull back to create tension on the drum belt when we put it in. So let's go ahead and slide the drum belt over the drum so we can then feed it around the pulleys. Okay, to put the new belt on, we're going to slide it over the drum, and to do so, because this drum shifts a little bit, you're going to take the belt with the threaded side down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take that, bring it up here, slide the drum, slide it over, and then go ahead and just work it all the way around the drum. Make sure it's clearing everything, so we can slide it towards the back where the motor and the idler pulley are. And then we're going to slide them roughly about right here is where you want it, approximately 1/3 from the back of the drum. And then now we'll go around back so we can then connect it to the pulleys and set the tension. Okay, here's the belt coming down, so we're going to put it over this this pulley here with the tension, and then you're going to pull this, but be careful because this right here, as you can see, this slides, so you don't want it to slide off. So we're going to take that, you're going to pull it over to give the tension, and then slide this over the motor pulley. Once you get all the there you go. Slide it over the motor pulley there, and then just let it back slowly, and there you go. There's your tension. Everything is set. We can close this up, head up top. Here's another shot of it so you can see there how the belt goes around the motor pulley and then goes around this this tensioner right here and then wraps around the drum at that point. So what I like to do then is then with that there, just rotate the drum a little bit, just to make sure that everything is moving and that there's no obstructions or anything. And we can see here it seems to be going good. So it looks like we're done here. All right, everything is on. Okay, so now we're here looking back down at the drum. We're just going to rotate it a little bit, make sure that the belt is in alignment and that it's all straight. So I'll turn it. Now keep in mind that the drum's going to be a little loose because we pulled the door off, which keeps it stable. So it's a little wobbly here, but just checking it here. Everything looks good. Okay, let's put the front on. Now remember, we need to reconnect the 2 wires that go to this door switch. So I'm going to go ahead and connect those here before we put that on. Add that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and line this up properly. All right, you'll see there's the kind of the insulation where it meets the drum. So you want to make sure that's inside the drum, and then you can go ahead and slide that in like that, nice and snug. And then you'll also notice right there below the screw hole, there's a clip that comes through right there. You want to make sure that's lined up, so that way when we put it all together, it'll all clip in and we can screw it in. There's one on each side. There you go. All right, make sure it's all snug. And now we're ready to put the screws in, and then we can drop the lid. All right, front is on. Let's put the top down, lower it gently. Then we'll go ahead and just clip it on. Solid. This is all put back in place. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We'll try it out. Go ahead and plug this. Get this here. Plug that in. There we go. And let's go ahead and set it for a little bit there where we can test this and make sure everything is rotating with no obstructions. Make sure that the belt's fine. We have that on. Okay, it's working good. Let's take a look inside and make sure it's spinning. All right, we saw that there rotating. Everything looks good. Sounds good. So that pretty much wraps this up. All right, well, that pretty much wraps it up for today on how to change the drum belt on a Frigidaire clothes dryer. I hope this video helped you out. Please send any questions, any comments. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support, so please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.